Hello everyone. It is now 10:49 p.m. at night. Excuse me. So they got too much chaos going on. Um so I'm not gonna live stream tonight. I'm just gonna do a regular video. So the cult is mad at me now. The gang stalking YouTube cult network, they're mad at me right now. And so like I'm too tired to I'm too tired to live stream and deal with being frustrated. Excuse me. And it's so quiet in here that, I don't want to, for the perps to trigger my Tourette's and have me yelling and everything. So I'm just gonna do a regular uninterrupted video. Um, it is really creepy that the stalkers illegally find out what I'm doing or know what I'm doing, even when I don't give any hints about what I'm doing, you know. So, excuse me. So, like last night, I probably mentioned it earlier, but last night I didn't get much sleep at all last night. And something that I did today, the stalkers, like I did not mention, you know, in detail what I was doing, but I just said that I think I said I have something to do today, and that was it. And it's like the stalkers illegally figured out exactly what I was doing. So, um, and it's really creepy and freaks me out. It really does, you know. So, but excuse me, the stalkers, what they did get wrong was, you know, it's none of their business anyway. But they falsely accused me of getting hotel by the person who, it was a different person who helped me with a hotel, not the person that they falsely assumed. And it's not their business. Like, please get out of my business and leave me alone. So my twin sister had like coming very hard at attacking me and trying to discredit my targeting, bullying me, um stalking and harassing and lying on me and making me mad with her lies. Making me really upset with her lies. So, someone said last night that she was teaming up with the girlfriend to make threats at me last night. So if they're doing stuff like making threats at me and I'm not bothering them or nothing, um, I guess because I exposed the fact that she laughed at the fake AI picture of me being trafficked. So if you discrediting and mocking my targeting and mocking and you in cahoots with people that's trying to traffic me and destroy me, how do you have a right to get upset at me for not feeling safe to come live with you? She lies to people and she has her cult. She has a whole cult of like hundreds of people. Hundreds of people to come and they got my eye itching. So hundreds of people, spreading her lies, you know, to lie and say that I'm a scammer and a fraud and that I'm the narcissist and that I'm mentally ill. And she knows I suffer Tourette's, but then she spreads the slander about oh, Candy curses out children and elderly people. It's not about me cursing out kids and old people. I'm cursing out freaking perps that's doing stuff to trigger and provoke me. And then my twin sister's giving people pointers on how to trigger and antagonize and provoke and harass me even more. She wants to talk about me being sick, like sick in the head mentally, trying to say, oh, it's sick that people condone Candy cursing out elderly people and disabled. I'm sorry, elderly people and children or whatever. No, it is the sick one is for you to live a perverse lifestyle. You sold your soul to the devil. You're part of a cult, and you would rather team up with internet strangers to destroy and take down your own twin sister. And everything about you is fake as fuck. Everything. You lie about every damn thing, and everything about you is fake and a pretense. You're trying to blood sacrifice me. Like you already blood sacrificed Wyatt. And it sounded like as if you blood sacrificed Wyatt for revenge. You manipulated for Wyatt to go against me and, talk bad about, y'all huddled together and talk bad about me. And you got the whole family to go against me. If you're threatening to kill me, how could I be safe to go live with you? And I don't want to be in no fucking Georgia. I don't want to live in no damn Georgia. And her lying and saying, oh, I tried to get Candy to come live with me, it's all fake and for show. If I had and I think I did a blog post or something, or maybe it was a YouTube video of me talking about if I had to live with my twin sister, this is what it would be like. So she's obese and overweight and flaunts our food on purpose to mock me all day, every day. It's okay for her to discuss food. And then when people had called her out on flaunting off unhealthy food, she wanted to say that they're haters. But she can stalk and harass and bully and troll her own and gang stalk her own twin sister. But then when people do it right back to her, she can't handle it. When she gets a taste of her own freaking medicine. And they're probably harassing her. I really think that certain people are harassing her and because they need her. The cult needs her to make a blood sacrifice me. So I guess they're gonna keep her. They're gonna keep doing stuff to her, I guess, until she succeeds at sacrificing me. Or some people might say that the idea of her being so-called harassed is just like street theater, gang stalking, street theater mockery. To mock me, if they pretend to perform fake skits like as if she's being harassed, but it's really not. So it's all a fake, just for mockery, to mock and make fun of me. My own twin sister had been bullying, harassing, and laughing at me since junior high. And as I said, she's giving people pointers on how to trigger, provoke, antagonize, and harass me even more. You don't even care about your own twin sisters. She's lying to people and saying that, and she's still hashtagging and lying and saying that Candy's a scammer and a fraud and this and that, whatever, or she's homeless because she's lying and saying Candy is homeless because she wants to be and this and that or whatever. I'm how can you try to discredit people, and then she's discrediting my targeting while pretending that she's the targeted victim. But not once has she talked and then when I talked about, a, a lot of people talk in the TI community talking about the military being responsible for directed energy weapon attacks and stuff, and then she tried to pretend to be fake offended. So I think I got off track. So me trying to say like if I had to live with my twin sister, she would manipulate for me to be a total slave and deprive me all of my personal freedom and rights. And while treating me in the same way that an abusive boyfriend would treat an abused girlfriend in a domestic violence situation, because that's what we grew up seeing with the foster brother Joe physically abusing and beating on women, and that's her fucking role model. Yeah, the foster brother Joe, who the woman beater. And then I told y'all I got some brothers that physically abused and beat on women too. So I mean, some biological brothers. I had five brothers, but now I have four because Wyatt is gone. So, but Derek and Pete have been the brothers that physically abuse and beat on, or have a history of physically abusing and beating on women. But that new fake wife that Derek has, she's, I mean, I don't think he could beat her, but I've heard about him beating on that girlfriend Jasmine years ago, you know. And Pete, well, I didn't physically see it, but I overheard the commotion when I was staying by Pete for like a couple of weeks in the year of that bad number that becomes between 2015 and 2017. Well, that summer of that year of the bad number, um I stayed by Pete, and he would get drunk and physically abuse and beat on Willie Mae, the girlfriend, you know, and you know, he manipulated for me to be too scared to call the police or anything, you know. And it was more than once that it happened, like maybe twice or three times that he would get drunk and physically abuse and beat on his girlfriend. But we all saw, well, a lot of us, we saw the video, but about my twin sister and Tiara, and she lies and says she never raped anyone. It's like she was drunk and tried to act out her traumas on Tiara. And they both keep taking each other back if they both considered toxic for each other. And my twin sister not only forgive Tiara, but she forgive everybody else, and she made a fake video talking about forgiving people, but then I'm the only one who deserves zero forgiveness, and I'm the main one she attacks and hates the most. And everybody I come in contact with, she wants to infect them with her lies and manipulate and turn them against me and make them hate me, you know. So she does a lot of things that I hate and has a lot of things that I hate. You know, whether if she supposedly don't smoke cigarettes no more, but vape or whatever she does. I hate smoking and vaping and whatever, all that. I don't feel safe to live around a freaking alcoholic. And then for me to get jumped by two people that's they have incurable diseases that could pass on to other people. And And I know I wouldn't be able to have any peace and quiet living with my twin sister. It'd be constant noise, whether it be TV, loud music, or whatever else. Like all of her habits is everything that I hate and make me feel uncomfortable. You know, excuse me. Like I was trying to tell y'all before that in 2017, when I when she sent for me to come visit her in 2017, and um, she had a towel on the floor with menstrual blood on it and wiped her hands where the blood was on the towel, and then proceeded to offer to shake my hand, and I refused, and she made it like I was the weird one. She did that shit on purpose. I'm telling y'all, my twin sister's a damn perp. And like she's constantly trying to mock, make fun of, and discredit my suffering and targeting, and thinks the shit is funny. She wouldn't know what it feels like to have your body vibrated and tortured, where you have nowhere to run or hide from your body being you're forced into homelessness because your body being vibrated to torture, or dealing with noise harassment campaigns when you're already disabled and hypersensitive. And she tried to mock and laugh at and discredit me. Um, like my twin sister has zero, like, no remorse for what she does to me, and no compassion for my suffering at all. And she thinks that I deserve to get hurt. And she's rubbing her hand. She thinks that she's waiting on her and her cult. They're waiting for someone to physically to hurt me. And they think I deserve to get hurt. Excuse me. So if I had to live with her, what would happen would be she would control and restrict my eating, and steal my money, and try to set me up to do things that's morally wrong, or could get me in jail or prison, or she would try to sex traffic me. Like she's one of the traffickers too. And like she would do stuff like, trying to manipulate and control me, and treat me like I'm her slave and she's my pimp. But she's the one calling me sick. How come it's okay for her to flaunt off eating good, but they lie on me and say that I always eat at five-star restaurants 3 times a day? Plus two, like they lie and say that I eat 3 meals, 3 5-star luxury restaurant meals per day. Excuse me, and 2 snacks per day. And like I have not been able to eat like that. And I don't eat like that, you know. But I don't know where the stalkers get that from to lie on me and say that I hate hamburgers. That's a weird lie. They try to falsely make it like, oh, you greedy and eat too many hamburgers. Well, I mostly cut away from Illuminati fake fast food, but for me to get little to no help, if all I got is $4 and nobody else will help me, like, um, you know, I end up having no choice but to go to Taco Bell or Dairy Queen or something, and don't even get full, you know, and hungry 30 minutes later. And Yeah, like I think it was a couple of weeks ago that I had like fast food like almost every day. But I said that I wanted to just because the other day I said I didn't want to eat burgers, me trying to take my health into consideration. That other day I said I didn't want to be eating burgers. But how do you translate that to lie and say that Candy hates hamburgers? Well, those are the same stalkers that in 2023 they said that Candy is a dozen of donuts and four Dairy Queen trips away from a heart attack. It's like they harassed me either way. Excuse me. So if I eat fast food, I'm greedy and I deserve sickness. But if I try to avoid fast food, oh, she's too uppity and she thinks she's too good and she's too bougie. Or she thinks you too, and they try to make it like as if Candy's fake homeless because she's not going days and days and days without eating, or she's not eating out of garbage cans and stuff like that. They want me to be days and days of without food, and they want me to be eating out of garbage cans. But would they do the same? I bet you they won't. They got houses and cars. They're sold to the devil for money and gift cards and everything to torture and harass people. But you know, yeah. But they try to falsely call me fat and greedy and call me all kinds of pigs and cows and sows and everything and hogs. How come they can have like my twin sister thinks she's better than me, and she thinks she's more worthy and has more rights, and she thinks she's entitled. Excuse me, they making my nose itch bad. She thinks she's entitled to more rights than I have. Why am I supposed to eat out of garbage cans and starve because I'm homeless? Why should I be forced to have to? And for me to suffer dealing with OCD, they make like, oh, she just thinks she's too good. Would you eat out? Would they eat out? How about? And then my twin sister went as far as to fake make herself homeless last year. Got rid of the car and fake made herself homeless on purpose. And talking about, and she made a fake video talking about her and Tiara being homeless, and and it was all fake and all for show, probably street theater and just mocking me. And then she even went as far as going to jail on on purpose to mock me going to jail from when I was illegally swatted. And my twin sister tries to manipulate and convince people to believe her lies when she knows damn well she's fucking lying. You know, damn, making my nose itch. For her to tell people to make me suffer out on the streets during hurricanes and blizzards, and tell people not to help me. But then at the same time, I don't like narcissistic abusers trying to dish out unsolicited advice to try to tell me how to spend my fucking money, whether it be donated or my own money. I don't get a whole lot for Social Security and SSI. And I saw my twin sister begging for donations too, as a way to mock me. How come it's okay for her to get YouTube memberships And it's okay for her to have a monetized YouTube channel and be considered a content creator. I thought that she was feuding with the fake NetStars TV perp, and he was friends with the fake aggressive Defiance TV perp. And now my twin sister forgave NetStars TV, and like they're gossiping and talking bad about me, and about stuff that's not their business. And my twin sister, as I said, my twin sister wants to be my handler, and she delusionally believes that she is my handler, and she would try to force me to see a psychiatrist and take medication so that she can take advantage of my money, take advantage of me financially, and set me up. And because every time we get into an argument, her go-to is to try to say, "Oh, that I need to be committed to the mental institution and be locked up." I couldn't control her or to do half the things. Oh, and another thing with her is freaking I have to deal with her smacking like a freaking animal, like uncivilized cow. I would hate to freaking have to be around that too. You know, I could never feel at rest or feel comfortable. But I mean, everything she does is triggering and fucking upsetting on purpose. She's the freaking entitled narcissist when she lies and says it's me. And her cult members are giving her thousands of dollars. Like someone told me the other day, I think it was a perp that said that, oh, your twin sister got, and it's like they can put their lie and say Candy's fake homeless, she's a scammer and a fraud. Okay, if I'm fake homeless, tell me where my house is. Or they lie and say Candy's homeless because she wants to be and she doesn't want to get help. Because I refuse mental health. I mean, to be mind controlled. Because I refuse to be a satanic New World Order slave. My twin sister already sold her soul to the devil and practices witchcraft and a satanic sodomite. I mean, I have all this family here, and she lied to them and made them hate me to the point where I can't even I can't even set foot in the seventh ward anymore. Because if I can't go by family, then I don't have any reason to go to the seventh ward. Instead of um and people, I'm tired of people trying to order me around and tell me what to do and narcissistically lecture me about wasting money and talk about that I should save money and this and that, whatever, and that I'm wasting money on this and wasting money on that, or I need to save money. And I don't even have an opportunity to save money. If y'all wanted me to save money, why the hell did you get me wrongfully banned from the cheaper hotels and motels and thought it was funny? So now I'm forced to have to go to more expensive hotels and motels. You got me wrongfully banned from a lot of the shelters and all Wyndham hotels and a lot of hotels and motels. They want me on the streets on purpose so that it could be easier for them to harass, attack, and sacrifice me, and to have setups. And then I'm the older twin, 13 minutes apart, but she wants to trigger and provoke me on purpose by saying, "This girl." We're about to be 42 years old, and she's not any more mature than me, but the fake foster mom, the fake foster family lied to her and said that she's more mature than me and has more common sense than me. But on purpose to trigger and provoke me, she sends her cult to call me girl on purpose to trigger and provoke me, and then they pretend to be fake surprised when they get cussed from A to Z. Like, how can you treat your own twin sister like lower than human with no rights? There are people who have done my twin sister actually some detestable things. And if I really did molest your kids, why would there be any offers for you to come, for you to make me, have me to come live with you? If it was true that I molested your kids, I would have been put behind bars a long time ago. I don't get away with nothing. If I'm being illegally swatted and wrongfully thrown in jail, falsely accused of trespassing when I had proof that I was allowed to be there at the library, if there was any proof of me molesting kids, I definitely would have been locked up in prison. I wouldn't be out in society being stalked, followed, and harassed and slandered. And then my twin sister had, when we would be on good terms, when she found out that I had a certain amount of money or whatever, she would pretend to fake kiss my ass and then have her hand out trying to blackmail and manipulate me out of money, and then be like, well, I know you never molested Raven. And she needs to stop fucking playing games. And who the hell would lie on their own twin sister, lie on people and say that I molested Raven, lie and say I molested the foster boy Cody, and then they mock and laugh and think the shit is funny? The idea of me being falsely accused of molesting my own twin sister's daughter, that should not be a laughing matter. Next thing you know, if I were to go by her house, she would lie on me and say that I'm the one who set her house on fire or some crazy shit. Who knows? And she lied on me and said that I doxed her address and set her up to get killed, and that wasn't true. How could I dox your address and I don't even know where you live at? Telling just so many freaking lies. Like, I can't even comprehend. So if she's telling those lies, that might be why the fake Darnell Williams perp and other stalkers are illegally publicizing whatever, illegally finding out what hotel I'm at and publicizing it. And then my twin sister herself, she admitted that she called certain hotels and slandered me and trying to get me wrongfully kicked out and banned. How the fuck do you do this to your own twin sister? You in cahoots with internet strangers that's Satanists. They are full-blown Satanists. And my twin sister's a satanic deceiver her damn self. She's not to be trusted, and she's very fucking dangerous. Very dangerous. My twin sister will hurt me. And then, if anything happened where I lose my life while up in Georgia by her, people will victim blame after I'm dead and say, well, Candy's stupid. She shouldn't have gone up there. Or she should have had more common sense. Or she knew how her sister was. Or why would she go up there? Why would she do this? Why would she do that? Or if I got injured and survived to tell the story, they will say, tell me how much of a fool I am. Excuse me. Or my twin sister might set it up to where a third party, a different she might set it up for a different person to murder me and then lie and say I committed suicide, or like they lied about Wyatt saying he died of natural causes. Ain't no 44-year-old gonna die of natural causes. And then they made it like I have no rights to know about my own brother. She acted like she never said anything bad about the biological mom, Frances, after the biological mom, Frances, has passed away. I got viciously attacked because I said Wyatt was a perp when he was alive. But I've seen my twin sister badmouth the biological mom, Frances, even after the woman had passed away. Excuse me, it keep making my nose itch. So, but then if you look at that almost damn 5 hour, and she wanted me to be on her live stream so she could remain in control over me. That's why she didn't want to come in my live stream, because she wanted to be her live stream so she feel like she can maintain being in control over me. And then it was a couple of days after our birthday, 3 days after Wyatt's death, when my twin sister lied on Wyatt in that live stream, and there was no family outrage. I could never get that back, for her to lie on me to the family and have the whole family wanting to jump and kill me, and then I was wrongfully banned from Wyatt's funeral. I could never get that back. I could never get that back. And fake Darnell is harassing me about how I should go and visit Wyatt's resting place. But I got falsely accused of a whole bunch of shit that I did not do. And they know I didn't do that shit. They know I didn't do it. Like, I had no idea about Chance Wilkins. I had no idea about Chance Wilkins, and I had no idea, like, the family wanting to jump me before I even, and them lying on me, saying that it was me who made those trolling comments on the obituary before I could even see who did what. Why would I do that? For what? The stalkers pretended to be Chance Wilkins and mock and make fun of Wyatt's death. And then I got blamed for it. Like, none of the family have any remorse about bullying me, threatening me, trying to break my phone, trying to kill me. And they did all this on the biological mom, Frances' birthday. I mean, I'm sorry. Wait, her death anniversary. And I had, from random, like, not only family, but people trying to attack me, and me dealing with death threats from random people, like, all week. My twin sister had no care about me being wrongfully kicked, and she thought it was funny for me to be wrongfully kicked out of and banned from the hotel during a hurricane, during a Category 2 hurricane. And she did not care about me losing my life. How should I care about her having me come live with her when she's dangerous enough that she would fucking murder me and then get away with it? Or probably get that fake life insurance payout. It was in 2021, when I, right before our birthday. In 2021 was when I realized that my twin sister was trying to blood sacrifice me. And then she's was, you know, she had a fake YouTube profile trying to discredit my targeting, talking about talent like it is, and then she's spreading nothing but lies. And then when I did a video saying that I really think my twin sister's trying to have me blood sacrificed, because she was trying to have me die out in a hurricane in 2021. I think it was Hurricane Ida or something. And then I was forced to have to suffer out on the streets, y'all, homeless on the streets during Hurricane Ida. And then she switched her fake YouTube profile name to War on My Character, talking about a war on her character. When I'm speaking the truth and showing the proof, and y'all still find ways to falsely be like Candy was caught in another lie. My twin sister is in cahoots with the gang stalking YouTube cult. She's part of the satanic sex trafficking YouTube cult, where they manipulate everyone to hate me, and they spread a whole bunch of lies, and they try to mock and discredit my targeting, while she pretends to be the fake targeted victim, while I'm the one who's actually suffering this. She's in cahoots with people who brag about invoking demons for my demise. If I had to live with my twin sister, she would coerce me and bully me and threaten me to turn against my Christian beliefs, even though I know I'm not perfect. But, or she would probably blackmail and threaten me into going to the fake IDMR cult again. But she can love and forgive everyone except her own twin sister. She's the narcissist pretending to be the fake hurt victim, the fake wounded victim. Y'all don't even see me doing videos to stalk everything she does or mock her or team up with other people to go, like, I don't even send people to her channel to go and harass and attack her. Never did. You never once saw me laugh at her or mock her. And she would get drunk and do this and do that, but then she still try to talk like she thinks she's more level-headed than more with more common sense than me. Excuse me. I cannot live with her because I know she's gonna perp me. Like, if she perped me for 4.5 hours, perped and gaslit and narcissistically abused me for the entire 4.5 hours, and she even admitted that she's sworn to secrecy to never reveal fake Darnisha's identity. Like, you're sworn to secrecy over some internet strangers. What are they paying you? And she could brag about how she can grill food and, it seems like she's cooking food as a way to, it seems like she's the one that's jealous and trying to be competitive. I don't deserve one meal because I don't deserve one meal because I'm fucking homeless. But here, it seems like she could brag and boast about making it like she's cooking 5-star meals. If I was eating at fancy 5-star restaurants, then how come I can't afford to eat lamb chops and frog legs? And this is New Orleans, so it's not uncommon to have a meal with shrimp in it for like, $9.99 or $10.99, and I hate that it'd be fried shrimp. Health reasons, you know, like if you get shrimp fries and or catfish or whatever for like $10.99. But they have certain places where you could get a dinner plate for $5, but it's in like dangerous areas though, and where they don't have where you can sit down and charge your phone and stuff. Um, so if I have like a red beans and rice dinner, it used to be $9.99, but actually it started off being $8.99. Then they raised it to $9.99. Then they raised it to $10.99. And certain places with red beans and rice, you can get like $8.99, $9.99. But other places, I wonder who the hell would pay $21.99 just for red beans, rice, and sausage. But they have that on that menu for that price. But I've never paid $21.99 for red beans dinner, But yeah, y'all have seen me numerous times, not every day, but numerous times ask for help for like $12 to try to be just simple and try to be less of a burden to try to ask, for $12 for like the 10.99 dinner because it might be like $10.99 plus tax and then 12.06 or something like that with tax included. Like I have zero rights to eat, but she can eat without being called a pig or greedy. She doesn't eat any less than me, you know, but I don't even get to eat 3 meals a day every single day anymore, but I did today. So this morning I had two small little banana nut muffins, couple little packets of peanut butter, eggs with ketchup on it, and some sausage, and a mixture of juices, like all four, like the orange, cranberry, apple, and lemonade all together. You know, two little cups, and some milk. And then for lunch, um, for the first time today, I tried sweet potato cornbread, and wow, well, I would have loved it, but it was strange for me to feel like that was too sweet. It tasted sweeter than cake, but it was very good, but it was too sweet. Um, but it was very sweet. But it was good, but it was too sweet. But if it would have had a nice bit of less sugar, then I probably would have liked it better. Like I would have rather be just right, but it was too much. It tasted sweeter than cake, and I had some kind of like cause I'm in the hotel. I knew I was gonna be in a hotel tonight, so that's why I went to I was already out and about, and I went to the store, and I got me um I got me a couple of plates of a couple of containers of food that I could take back to the hotel and microwave. You know, so for lunch I had the sweet potato cornbread because I never had it before, and I knew it was something that I like, and I had a little dish with, like, I guess it was beef stew. It said something about Cajun beef tips with rice or something like that, and it had like it was like shredded meat and then not even a lot of meat, and it had rice and gravy and carrots and potatoes and probably celery. I don't know. Um, and then for dinner, I had this because I don't get to have pasta that much. Um, since being in New Orleans, it's really strange. But I can't find a lot of restaurants with I can't find a lot of restaurants with that if they have a lot of restaurants that say soul food, but it's hard for me to like on Uber Eats. I didn't do Uber Eats or DoorDash or nothing today, because I was already out and about and I went to go to the store. But I didn't even get to. I mean, I didn't even when I order on Uber Eats or DoorDash or something, it's hard for me to find a restaurant that has like yams or like candied yams or sweet potatoes, you know. Excuse me, but they have more of those in Pensacola where you can have a good meal with mac and cheese and yams and maybe meatloaf or something. But here in New Orleans, almost everything is like fried this, fried that, fried catfish, fried shrimp, fried, whatever. And this pork, that pork, and you know, so like you can sometimes get like a po' boy and fries and probably a combo for like 6, 7, or 8.99. But it be in places that's in the hood or that's dangerous areas or that you can't really sit down and charge your phone, you know, and with me being homeless. But if I had a place to live and I was just going out there and, get me something to eat and then come back home, then that would be fine. But it's different the fact that I got me being homeless and, I if I gotta be on the streets, I have to keep my phone plugged or, keep my phone charged in case of when I have to be on the streets and they try to attack me and threaten my life or try to do something to me, you know, or if I get blamed, when I'm just defending myself against dealing with the stalking and harassment and their tactics and them doing stuff on purpose to antagonize and provoke, you know, when they send complete strangers to come do stuff to you and trigger you. But my twin sister is trying to discredit me and trying to make me look bad because she thinks she's better than me. And then she has her cult to repeat her lies, and they don't even think for themselves, or they can't even think independently. They don't have an independent mind. The flying monkeys in that group thinking the mind control or whatever. She has them under a whole fucking spell with witchcraft. You know, so they reverse the narrative and lie and say Candy started first, or Candy's the chief aggressor, or Candy's gonna fuck with the wrong one. So I'm gonna defend myself against the wrong gang stalker and then deserve to get killed. That's how it is. My twin sister keeps trying to gaslight and lie and make it like I'm not going through this, and then they try to they repeat her lies. And my twin sister wasn't even around when I was on Section 8, really. I mean, not in person. So how does she know what happened? If they try to make like Candy just voluntarily walked away from her Section 8, she walked away from Section 8 housing willingly, and that's not how it happened. You know, um, and the lies that she tells people like will have have even strangers in person hate having a murderous kind of hatred towards me. And my twin sister thinks she got the fake authority to punish me, and she trying to handle me like I'm a child. She thinks she got authority and control over me. Who the hell wants to be perked and gaslit and mocked and made fun of all day? But then if I turn around and slap the shit out of her because I fucking had enough of her games and everything, then she gonna be the fucking victim. But then she could never do shit alone. She always, if first it was, other women, and then it was China, and now all of a sudden she don't even do shit alone. She's always, it's like if I gotta fight her, I gotta get jumped by her and Sierra. If you think she thinks she's a tough enough freaking man, how the hell she won't attack me herself? And she really think that she can handle me. She doesn't treat other family members like me, except Sean. And Sean even hates me to the point of murder now. The entire family hate me to the point where they want to murder me. And I'm wrongfully permanently banned from the entire family forever because she lied on me. She knew she was lying about Blake. but she waited till they paid Wyatt to help her lie. And when they did that, that's when I started being like, okay, I got my final confirmation that Wyatt is a perp. Because when they lied on me about Wyatt, and then I didn't even know that that was the reason why Yvonne, drunk lady Yvonne, acted the way she acted towards me. And then Yvonne is part of the cult too, not the fake IDMR cult, but the gang stalking Masonic blood sacrifice cult. The whole entire family, they're all satanic perps, and they made Wyatt's funeral to revolve around perping me. It's like Wyatt's death and funeral was used to mock me, like everything about it. The fake party with the like a couple of days before the funeral, with them rubbing it in my face, how the family could get along and have fun and all that, all to get underneath my skin and try to make me feel a certain way. Because of my twin sister's lies, I'm wrongfully permanently banned from the entire family forever. Who the hell will make y'all feel like y'all got the authority to declare that I deserve to be punished with no family? Wouldn't that destroy someone mentally? That I have all these relatives and no family? That I deserve to be punished with no family? But if she was, if the tables were reversed on her, where the whole entire family rejected her, then she would do stuff like go try to slit her wrist or something, trying to take herself out. But they treated me like I had zero rights to cry, grieve, or mourn Wyatt. They even lied to the funeral home people and slandered me to them, and lied to the fake shelter people in Milwaukee that I have no right to find out or know how or why my brother Wyatt passed away. I'm family too. But they think that they can handpick who's related. But I'm only family when I have a lot of money that they can manipulate and swindle me out of. But because I'm broke and homeless and poor, and then because I woke up to the truth and not compliant with mental health, it's easier for them to reject me now. But I feel more free without them. That they would try to micromanage, the whole entire family try to micromanage and control me, and even have family members younger than me and generations lower than me thinking that they're authority figures over me but care nothing about me. And my twin sister thinks that in society everybody is supposed to have authority over Candy. That Candy has to bow down and do what everyone says. And I'm not following orders of people who don't care about me or who don't love me or who don't have my best interests at heart. And as I said, they want to try to, they don't care about me, but they want to try to be very controlling and have their gossip and fake remarks on how I should be spending the donated money or how I should spend my own money, and just won't let me, they won't mind their business and let me free. I'm tired of people trying to tell me where to live, trying to tell me how to live, tell me how to spend my money, tell me what to eat, how to eat, try to tell me how to do this way and do that way, and everything I do or say is just a waste to a freaking anyone with a narcissistic personality trying to control me. You know. So when my twin sister's mad, I notice less thumbs up on my videos and a higher thumbs down. She was the one who was the ringleader of having her cult to cause me like 65 thumbs down on like every damn video. And like there's a thumbs down on my video before they start even watching. Like I be them barely uploaded videos, but what makes her think that she's not worthy of any thumbs down? Like she gets more thumbs up and more likes and more popularity behind lying on her own twin sister. That I don't deserve to be considered an author or a YouTuber or a content creator, but she can be a poet and an author and a cook and a content creator and this and that or whatever, because she's loyal to the cult and loyal to wickedness. I am very, and nobody else is taking it seriously. No, where's the outrage for you to laugh at your own twin sister being blood sacrificed in traffic? That fake AI picture of that blood smeared on the white van saying free candy. And for her to do 3 laughing emojis. Are you fucking serious? Excuse me. And the other stalkers have been threatening me with the white vans. My twin sister's content with seeing the stalkers illegally swat me. And and she's in cahoots with it and thinks it's funny. But then supposedly fake Darnell, fake Darnisha, and also a different person, Anthony, who pretends to be fake Darnell. 2 different perps. Anthony's a fake TI perp, fake Darnisha, fake Darnell is a regular perp, and they both pretend to be the same person when they're 2 different perps. Um, it seems like my twin sister had been feuding with Anthony. Narc ass phony Anthony. The fake TI perp Anthony. So, it had been a while since I had been doing stuff like when I'm in a hotel room to be like doing YouTube videos and live streams like past midnight and stuff, you know. But it's almost midnight. It's 11:51 and it won't be until tomorrow that the video will be uploaded. Um excuse me. So like it's been almost a year and it's still eating me up about me being wrongfully banned from Wyatt's funeral behind lies and the family doing me what they did to me. I'm like scarred and traumatized. And it was fucked up and unfair what they did to me. Because it was from the beginning, like 2001, 2, 3. My twin sister's lies, false rumors, and smear campaigns is the reason why the family never liked me from the get go. And they treat me so shitty. And then certain people say, well, the reason why you're rejected by your family because you're the chosen one. But everything I do or say or everything that I'm falsely accused of, oh, Candy's such a disgrace. No, that's disgraceful. You know, excuse me. So if my twin sister can claim that she's being targeted, why doesn't she call herself mental or crazy? Certain people say that we're both targeted but manipulated to be pitted against each other through mind control. And others can see that she's a perp. You don't see me trying to antagonize and provoke and harass and trying to mock and belittle her. And I'm tired of. And then they had this fake Ti perp named Casey O'Brien that been teaming up he pretends to be fake Christian and New Age and occultist, and he practices witchcraft and occultism. And I don't know if he does tarot cards or Reiki. I don't remember, something evolved in the occult. And then he tried to flip everything to falsely portray me as a demon. And then he tried to lie and say that I'm very smug. And I think he's slandering me because he's mad because he got blocked. And I forgot what smart ass rude thing he told me on um probably on a video or a live stream. But he's been participating in stalking and harassing and slandering me and pretending that he's fake half defending me. He's a fake TI perp. And he has the fake name Casey O'Brien 1133. So they falsely accused me of being arrogant and self-important. Like, since when? They try to falsely lie and say that they try to project their narcissistic traits onto me and lie and say that I'm the one that's with the inflated sense of self-importance, which is not true. So many people tell me that have like a humble and pure spirit. More like they say that you're such a pure soul, you know. But I'm tired of the attacks. I'm tired of the lies. I'm tired of the threats and harassment, the setups and everything like that. I don't even try to be out here to harm people or commit crimes or anything. And and me being days of sleep deprived, it makes my Tourette's worse. And then to be criminalized for sleeping anywhere, and that for them to coerce me to be homeless and then lie and say that this is what I choose because I'm not selling out like them. But my mind is too tired right now because I was thinking about doing, I don't know if a YouTube video or a blog post about how this YouTube cult operates. And I have some more like blog and video topics to talk about, but I'm just too tired. My mind is not even clear from sleep deprivation. But um like this afternoon I ate lunch around 2:45 this afternoon, and it was raining. And then after that I ate and then took a nap. I don't know what time it was. I took a nap. It was sometime after lunch. It was probably 4 or 5 something. Whoa. It was 4 or 5 something this afternoon that I fell asleep, and then I woke up. It was about 6:47 in the evening. And I took a shower and did my laundry, and I washed my hair, but I didn't condition my hair and comb it out because I felt pressed for time. And I thought I was gonna come on and live stream, but I'm not sure if it's going to rain tomorrow night. It originally was forecasted to rain tomorrow night, but now it looks like it may or may not. But it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, and I have to pack up earlier in the morning. I have to pack up earlier in the morning to get all my stuff and leave the check out of the hotel and go to the dentist appointment. But I wish I could have help with another night because my legs have still been swollen and I'm still like just exhausted. It's exhausting and tiring living like this. And my twin sister cannot tell a narrative of my life of she wasn't around me in 2018. We weren't even in contact in 2018. So how could she tell what I did? And how can she say what I did in 2018 if we because after in 2017 we were not in contact until for a couple of months in 2019, because after Danielle from that Kraft family had passed away, um my twin sister called me up and told me about it, and we were talking on the phone for a couple of months, and she was perping me on the phone then, perping and gaslighting. And then the day before our birthday, um we had a heated argument about the fake IDMR cult. And then um we did not speak since then. And in 2020 she started like I, it was around October, she started stalking and harassing me on YouTube and trying to discredit me and teaming up with the other perps. And she thinks it's okay to choose money and strangers over her own twin. But she doesn't even care about her own kids that she pretends that she cares about. And she acted like it really didn't phase her when she said that her kids didn't even want anything to do with her anymore. But they would be more outraged if they found out the truth about how she treated them when they were babies. You know, neglecting and ignoring the kids and leaving them to eat their own feces and stuff. And leaving them to starve for days, and for them being forced to have to resort to drinking out of toilets. I'm surprised they survived and lived. You know, and it's like for them to create so many lies to cover up and to try to make me look bad to cover up what they're doing. The stalking cult. So before I go though, I wanted to say that when I went to do laundry, they had this perp that walked with a suitcase, that when I left out of my hotel room to go wash my clothes, the guy left out of his room too, and then went from one room to another. And then when I came back from the laundry room, he walked out of that hotel room at the same time, the other hotel room, to go back to his own. And then when I went to go and get my clothes from the dryer, it was a perp couple with a female, a white female. It was an interracial couple with a white female perping with a red shirt, and then the black guy wearing like a teal, like a turquoise, cut more like turquoise, not exactly teal, but lighter. But it was more like turquoise t-shirt, that fake Masonic red and blue combination, and they were going down on the elevator. And I'm like, wow, the perping. See, for me, yeah, they're perping, and I can, and I would, for me to expose, look, they're gang stalking, I get wrongfully kicked out and permanently banned. But earlier today, I was waiting at the bus stop, and they had a perp that was illegally filming and recording me. So I wish I could have helped with another hotel night in case it would rain tomorrow night. Um, but for at least a couple of days, I'm good on food. But I mean, I wish I could have helped with more hotel. And I still don't feel well rested. And now today is past midnight. It is now Thursday, May 29th, 2025 at 12:03 a.m. in the morning. You know, and my twin sister makes it like she doesn't want to be twins with me anymore, and she manipulated for where the family wants nothing to do with me anymore, but she's still trying to keep up with my life and trying to stalk, harass, and trying to control me and think she owns me. And she won't back off and leave me alone. And And if I was the narcissist, why she keeps stalking everything I do? Why won't she stay away and block me and go no contact? But I'm gonna tell y'all again, my twin sister is one of the satanic Luciferian sex trafficking cult members. She's a sex trafficker. And for you to think that you can pimp your own twin sister, who's the sick, crazy one? You're trying to gaslight and discredit me, and it's you that's abusive and narcissistic. And you call me retarded, but it's you. You're the one that's mentally off, slow, and retarded. I mean, you think that you're better than me and more superior and have more rights than me in every way. But I'm gonna get off here. I love y'all, and I maybe I'll be back on after the dentist appointment because I don't think I'll have time to be on before.